Good morning, everybody. Good morning, world. It's that's smelling really good. Alrighty. Tomos que utilizas. No tomos que utilizas ad blocker. Oh no, it knows that I'm using an ad blocker. I have to use an ad blocker because I'm on so many different websites that don't just use ads, they use malicious pop-ups. Okay. Almost all my cookware is Swedish because my wife forces me to shop at IKEA. So then I call everything that we get from IKEA PewDiePie. So she started doing it too. I was like, can you use the PewDiePie spatula? It's Montreal steak seasoning. I love this stuff. It's great. Fuzzed out the camera. Okay, so here we go. We're going to be looking through the news. We've got telegraph.co.uk reporting on tear gas and deadly protests as Uhuru Kenyatta is sworn in for a disputed second term in Kenya. And these are 5-year terms. So this guy's he's in there for a while. Make sure you can hear that sizzle. Can you hear that sizzle? Okay. Let's see here. So we've got in Guatemala. This is a funny story out of Guatemala. The police denounce the authorities, the tribal authorities, indigenous authorities of Solola, for like publicly whipping the sub-commissioner. So I mean, they did some old school justice on this guy for something he did wrong, and what he did wrong, I'm not really up on. I don't really know, so I can't really speak on that story. Nobody died, so I'm not going to cover it. But it's he just got publicly shamed and whipped. 20 lashes. 20 lashes doesn't sound too bad. I know. If that meant keeping your job, I'd be fine. I'd be fine with. If somebody said, "Hey, you got the best job in the town, but you screwed up, so we're gonna whip you 20 times." sky of a million stars flickers, flickers. It's starting to smell really good. Okay. So, let me see here. It's also, I don't think I'm going to use anything from here today. So we're going to move on to Manila Times. Yeah. I really need to know what's going on here because I see this has been blowing up my feed with Rappler. Rappler keeps notifying me, oh, more hearings. I need to be up on this. I know that's what Filipinos care about, but I don't. I care about this. I care about MPA, man. Look at this. Fakakta. Crazy. Let's keep looking. That's one I'm going to use right there. That's a story I'm going to use. All right. Looks like we have one. Let me make sure this is on high. I want this really well cooked. It's really well cooked. I know it's shabu shabu beef, but I'm sort of making like breakfast jerky. Jerky in America is finger food. So you just grab it with your hands. All right. That was good. Bueno. Mmm. Let's see. Okay. I'm calling it. These are all cooked. I'm gonna cook the rest of the shabu shabu. I gotta toss it on the stove, and then I've got to wash my hands. So I'm gonna touch on the raw meat. That's a lot of beef. Okay. Alrighty. Now I got the. Oh, I gotta season this a little bit. Now that my hands are clean, I can touch other stuff. Okay. So there we go. Our YouTube live dashboard here. Let's see. No one's looking. That's fine. That's fine. Let's turn monetization off. Don't want people monetizing. Thank you so much. Watching now. One. Hello. How are you? Feel free to let me know if there's a news site you want me to look at. I know that I had a suggestion to look at the Caspian report and have a little bit of philosophical differences with the Caspian Report. Because yeah, let's see here. Mr. Lucas, oh no, there we go. I recommend channel Caspian Report and recent Rohingya crisis material. New Hindu grave will probably start new wave of violence. I don't know if there's a new Hindu grave. Okay. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Should be impeachment hearings. Mm. Apparently, I'm up early because I keep having alarms go off. Wow. Mm. That's a pretty intense story. Una tradición de los americanos. Charque. Beef jerky. It's pretty good too. I think I did a pretty good job making this. Alright. So we're done. We're done cooking. So I'm going to turn off this camera. Okay. So now we can focus on the news. Oh, excuse me.
תגיד שלום קודם כל. אתה שייך לי לאיזה... באמת? הוא גבר גבר. לא יודע, אתה משהו פרטי? תפריד את זה, זה קטע טוב.
I salute the IDF. The hyper-religious people make things terrible for everybody. That was disgusting, though. Thought of the tour being trampled on, though. That's upsetting. Okay. A lot of protests. All right. So we're going to cover these protests, the NPA, maybe these protests, and no, what happened to me? There we go. I was fuzzing out of existence. Welcome, Saad. All right. All right, let's see here. Oh no. It jumped to another scene when I typed welcome. Oh no, Gunzelli. All right. So we're gonna look at. That's not really big news. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, let me look at. This is actually a peaceful protest. I mean, it's not really worth covering on the body count report. No bodies. Hamas due to hand over Gaza in major step forward toward. Major step towards unity. Oh. Okay, Hamas due to end decade-long dominance of Gaza Friday, December 1st, in its biggest step yet towards Palestinian unity, but hopes raised by reconciliation deal have given way to doubts. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Wow. Oh, excuse me. Okay, yeah, there we go. Waynet News for that one. Why does US see Black Lives... Oh, the Black Lives Matter has its own tag. They burnt down a town, Al Jazeera. They burnt down a town. They killed a dozen police officers. That's bad. Are you dumb? Like, maybe with the stories you cover, you're used to like people burning down towns as like a statement. Like if you're covering Muslim Brotherhood and you're on Muslim Brotherhood's side, like Al Jazeera is, and you're like, yes, the democracy protests, the democracy protests in Egypt, where many people were hurt by military police after several African churches were burned down. If you think it's normal to burn down churches and stuff in protest, then yeah, you'll probably be like, I don't know why. Why would America not trust the Black Lives Matter people? Because they burnt down cities. I personally had a friend of mine, black man, by the way, working up in Baltimore, doing a security job up there, when the Black Lives Matter protest threatened his life, and he was cornered in a drugstore. It's important to protest in a drugstore, and by protest I mean ransack and then burn down a drugstore. That's what they were doing. They were just ransacking and stealing the drugs, and they did that to CVS's and Rite Aids. He was in a Rite Aid, and he yelled to the store clerk. He's like, "Get the fuck in the back!" And right then the glass breaks. The kids start running in. And he just drops back, pulls out his fogger, and just pepper spray fogs this crowd of kids, and they go flopping on their asses and scurrying out of there. And he held that place off. He was the wall for that place. 6'2", 6'2", 270 pound, big guy. He was not messing around with those kids. He was gonna beat them up, pepper spray them, do whatever he had to do to keep them from ransacking that place and killing him or the store clerk. But yeah, that's Black Lives Matter, Al Jazeera. They're not all. This is the thing. Black Lives Matter would have these rallies during the day, and then as soon as the sun went down, then it would basically turn into a riot. So yeah, I mean, if you wanted to ignore the riot that happened in the night and just look at what goes on in the day and be like, look, all these people, they're like Sesame Street. They're all just super peaceful and nice. Well, shut the fuck up. You're not news. You're not news, Al Jazeera. You're not news. You're fucking opinion piece. That's all you are. If you can't figure out why a group that says this is who we are, this is what we are, and then burns down a city is a threat, you're not fucking news. They killed a dozen police officers. Different people saying Black Lives Matter and then posting that on social media, and then going out and shooting police officers. Like, When people use the name of your organization as their battle cry to do terrorism, your organization becomes associated with terrorism. Okay? Al Jazeera. So that's what Black Lives Matter, that's how they got associated as being a threat, is because people use the name Black Lives Matter to go do threatening stuff and to go kill people. We are living in a flat earth. When the Philippine commies rise. Hello, I'm Omid. Very interesting. Very interesting statement. That's a comment on there. Thank you for watching. This has been it. This has been it for mukbang news, and I hope you guys tune in tomorrow. I hope you subscribe. I think I've compiled a good body count report link list for the day, and I will talk to you soon. See you soon. Everybody stay safe, and remember to subscribe to Anti-Social News so you can get the body count report. It's going to be coming out later this morning, hopefully. And also, you can check me out on Patreon. I do a bonus video every day. So 5 videos a day on the YouTube, 5 videos a day bonus on the Patreon. So you just got to give $1 a month. Gets you dialed in for that. All right. Cheers, everybody.